Sports View London boxing news for the capital city with trainer Adam Booth. Adam, would you
got that logo that goes. That's right, for Sports View London.
Yeah.
So everyone's just seen.
Everything comes in. Do you like that?
Yeah, but maybe a bit more colour.
A bit more colour. You don't like black and grey?
I think because your interviews are really good.
Thank you very much, Adam. Much appreciated. That's quite an accolade.
You know, like everyone now, if you don't make enough noise and you're not shiny enough, people don't sort of pay attention to it.
Constructive criticism.
Look at the other one. Because you're so much more than Sports View London.
Right.
Aren't you?
Well, I am indeed, yeah, of course I am. Yeah, apparently I look like I look like someone out the firm as well.
You make me want to watch the film The Firm. Yeah.
Right. Gary Oldman, if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about.
You look like an 80s football hooligan.
Really?
No, but I don't know what it is. You do. I thought it last time.
I try and dress smart and conduct myself appropriately, but
you look like a London boy.
Yeah, maybe it's the Lacoste and the.
Could be. No one can see what I'm talking about. Move on. This won't translate.
And then when you first announced your Bought on Borders Eubank Jr's joint trainer, am I correct in it? Is that the official title as a joint trainer?
Is there an official title? Yeah. I don't know. I'm in the gym with Chris and Ronnie, and we do the work we've got to do.
I interviewed English, as I'm to call him now, as I get told off. He said that his words to me were that you were there, you know yourself, and we all know that Eubank has got the potential to be anything he wants in boxing, especially on the world scene. You were brought in to polish,
right?
Junior. How is that going now? You've started at him, you've seen him spar in the gym, and now you've got the reins somewhat. How is that going now to polishing?
It's good. I mean, look, the important thing when a new coach starts working is not to use your ego to try and put in the things that you want. You've got to look at the fight you've got and just small things to enhance his strengths and just to strengthen his weaknesses. Because every fighter has strengths and weaknesses. But I think that Chris Jr has something special about him, really do. And the bigger the test you put in front of him, the more you're going to see out of him. This fight is a classic example of that. And I'm not going to talk about on a daily basis what we're working on. I know what I'm doing. He understands what I'm saying. Ronnie understands what I'm saying, and it all makes sense to us. So on a daily basis, we're just working on little things.
And the balance between you, Senior, and Ronnie, that's all levelling out perfectly.
There's nothing for me as far as I'm concerned. Everything runs pretty smoothly. There's a lot of talk about, how's that going to work? It's going to be awkward. It's not. I spoke to English for a long time about working. I didn't just decide to do it and say, yeah, let's go. I thought about it, and eventually we came to an agreement, and it's been good. The bottom line, he can fight ferociously, and that's sometimes all you want to do is just shut up and let him go.
I actually remember you saying, I think as far back as a few years, you were saying, listen, people were saying that he is who he is and he is where he is because of his dad. And you were saying, no, listen, trust me, the boy can fight. You seen him in your gym when you were training David at the time, I believe, and he is the real deal.
George Groves, that's the first time I saw him. In 2011, he started sparring with George Groves, and it was from then that I was impressed with him.
Did he catch your eye just straight away as soon as
I had my eyes open, so he couldn't fail but to catch my eye.
Regarding today's press conference, Pascal making comments that you didn't agree with, that Andy Lee had said that Chris Eubank couldn't fight. Do you have any idea where that structure or wording came from?
You have to ask him why he said it. All I know is that that's not what Andy says. It's not. And then I think Kubin cleared it up and said that actually no, Andy didn't say that. They were talking about something in a broader term. One TV company was trying to shine a spotlight on its event more than another TV company. That's all it was. But to say that you can't. Andy's such a dignified champion and a respectable man. And I respect him. It's unfair to misrepresent his words. I didn't really say anything, but when it got repeated 2 or 3 times, I just felt the urge to say that's not true. I live with the man. He tells me on a daily basis what he thinks of Chris Jr. He mustn't incorrectly represent his words. I shouldn't speak another man's words incorrectly.
I felt I owe that to Andy to ask you that, because I know Andy as a man as well as a fighter, and not something that I can see Andy
They both
Lee coming out
respect
and
each
saying.
other. That's what I know.
Regarding again Pascal saying we don't go into this fight thinking, we go in knowing. Beat Eubanks twice before. How do you react to comments like that, Adam?
They beat Chris Eubank, date of birth 1966 or 7, whatever it was. They haven't competed against Chris Eubank Jr. Two completely different human beings. Same surname, same bloodline. And you can't say that Steve beating English or Chris Senior has any relevance to this fight, because it doesn't. And if that's what they believe, that's their choice.
December 12th, obviously the fight at the O2 sold out in 5 hours, I believe. Does that get your foot tapping nights like that, Adam? You come out to the...
I'm fortunate that what I do gives me nights that I'll remember all the time. But while I'm doing it, I also get a real kick of just being immersed in the job that I do and obsessed with the job that I do. When I come out of the blur and the haze at the end of the night, it's nice to sit and reflect. It's nice, like I said, it's nice to work. It's nice to work with a fighter that can fight, that wants to fight, that wants to be challenged, that wants to be tested, and has genuine belief in his abilities. And that, for a coach, what more can you ask for?
Those capabilities you speak of, do you see those entirely just being too much for Gary O'Sullivan on
I think there's a difference. You've got a genuine top 10 solid pro, decent punching middleweight against someone that's a bit special.
Just finally, Adam, got a big press conference in London, Manchester, Belfast next week to announce Frampton Quick. Good times for our sport. With it, we need these occasions.
Joshua, Dillian White, Chris Jr, Gary O'Sullivan, Andy Lee, Billy Joe Saunders, Tyson Fury, Vladimir Klitschko, Carl Frampton, Scott Quigg. When people come up and say, "Oh, do you think the winner of that will go on?" I'm like, shut up. Just look at what we've got going on in British boxing, and to be part of this sport at this time, I think only in years to come, I'll look back and think, wow, that was exciting times to be part of it.
Can I just inquire, without any type of meaning a jinx on anyone in any way, shape or form, how's Andy Lee's training going for the fight with Billy Joe? Just touch it.
As it should do.
As it should do. Everything's on schedule.
And he's a consummate professional. Everything is as it should be.
Adam Booth, thank you for your time. Much appreciated.